Hi, I'm Dylan Angeles, and I'm the manager here in the Brea mailroom. And I'm gonna take you on a little introduction on what we do here in the mailroom for Sonarga. Okay. So first step in the process of what we do is the sorting portion. Now, as you know, we have multiple offices throughout California and as well as nationwide. So most of what we get that isn't already here in Brea, it's delivered overnight through our logistics department. So the night crew will bring these in, and then during the next process in the day, we'll come in and we'll begin sorting these documents. So how we sort, there's various steps to that. So the first thing we do when we get documents is priority is to make sure that they're all correct and that no corrections need to be made. So that could depend on if recording information is missing or documents are attached to it that shouldn't be, or anything might be missing. So in that case, we have to get that corrected before we continue the process of mailing it. So how we sort it depends on the type of document we have. When it comes to grant deeds, we have sort by counties, which is shown here. So these are going basically directly to the client, and we'll send these out on a weekly basis, which usually comes out to an average of about 3,000 of these a week. So those will be for the grant deeds. And then when it comes to the lenders, as you can see back here, these are our most common lenders. So these are the ones that we get very frequently and in high quantities. So the point of this is to basically just cost efficiency. So how we do this is we keep these for about a week or two, and then we ship these out in bulk in one package or multiple packages depending on how many we have, especially for the very large lenders that are down here. So when it comes to the lenders, and since we have large quantities of them and they go in big bulks, we usually pack them in boxes or in larger bags. So what we do is, in case there is any mix-up during the sorting process, we have to double check every document within that slot to make sure that it's going to the correct location and they're all going to the same location. So once that's double checked, we then proceed to pack them, and then after that is all packed up and ready, then we go ahead and label them on our working station over here. So the last step in what we do, if there's ever a case where a document it fails to deliver to the correct location and it's returned, we then have to keep track of that for at least a year. So what we'll do is, for example, these have been returned from the post office, so we'll log these in and then we'll hold these for a year in case they need to be returned to either another Sonarga employee or outside of the company. So the very final step in the packing process is to ship the documents. So we have our own database saved of all of our most recent and pretty much our history of all of the addresses that we work with. So we just basically weigh the packages, whether it's FedEx or USPS, and then we just create the label, and then we set those aside for the drivers to pick up later in the evening. So we just have to type in the location of the document. It pulls up our full list of all of our history for that specific address, and then we just have to make sure that we find the correct location as well as the exact zip code and city, etc. So once that's determined and we pull it up, then we just have to close up the package. And then we can weigh it and print out the label for shipment. And then we repeat that throughout the day until all of our packages are done, and then we continue the next morning. I appreciate your time of watching this video, and hopefully it was a little informative on what we do here in the mailing process for the recordings of Sonarga. Thank you.